morning, everyone. I got up this morning to do your What's Cracking reading, and normally what I do is I tape on my iPad, and then I upload to YouTube, do all the changes like the kid check, all of those sort of things before I post. This morning, YouTube has stopped me uploading my videos to YouTube, telling me I have to do it in the YouTube app or change the settings before it would upload. But I can't get from my iPad to YouTube because it won't let me go any further until I've done that, which is a bit sort of paradoxical. So I'm not really sure whether it's a glitch or whether that is going to be the issue or problem, in which case it means I'll have to do the videos live, which means you don't get to see the cards. You only get to see them as I hold them up. So I'm happy to do a reading on here, but it's going to be more complex in terms of letting you view the cards. So I'll hold out till tomorrow and do another reading tomorrow and see whether the settings stay the same. But yeah, it won't let me take the video from my iPad and send it onto YouTube so I can put it right in the settings. And I usually do all that obviously on the computer. When I go in and try to upload, it just comes back and says you can't upload the video until you change the kids settings, but I can't do that until, so it's sort of crazy. It's not making any sense. So I'm not sure that they probably have realized that they've sort of done something. They need to have some sort of link to go back at that point when you're uploading your videos to say go back and change your settings. But it doesn't allow you to do that until you get into the YouTube app. But I can't get the video to the app to do that. So I'm going to do a reading for you live. So we'll see how we go with that. Not really, it's not as easy to do, as I said, because normally I hold cards up and then show you how they sit on the table. So you're going to get a reading this morning that you can't see. And hopefully they fix or they put some sort of divert in there to get you back to the settings to change what you need to change before you upload. So it's going to be very different. So I'd already done the What's Cracking reading. So I will try a little bit later just to see, because sometimes they do realise what they've done and sort of come back. But you can't, if you go to upload, normally you sort of point on the upload, the video uploads to YouTube and then you get to do what you want with it. But yeah, it's sort of saying you can't upload until you put it in studio, but you can't put it in studio until you've uploaded it. I'm not sure what they want from you, really. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But I'll run with it. This morning. We'll just do a basic reading here. Hey, how you going, Jeanette? You're everyone this morning. I was just explaining that YouTube's made a change to how we upload the videos, and I can't get it to upload. It's one of those things where they've told you to do something, but they haven't actually put the workaround in there. So I can't get the taped video to the YouTube app to do the not for children content, unfortunately. So I'm doing the reading here, and I'll go back later and see if I can get it to upload. But you get your What's Cracking live, you just don't get to see the cards laid out. I can't do that on my computer. So, all right, let's see what's happening. All right, we have the death card coming straight out here. So the death card talks of transformation. It's about letting something sort of fall away, letting something die away, something that no longer serves you here. It can be sort of transitioning from a relationship. I should have put this step on. Sorry. So there, no, I've said all that stuff, and of course now nobody's going to hear me. I'm having trouble uploading videos to YouTube this morning. Normally I tape on my iPad and I upload to YouTube, do the changes that need changing on the computer, not on my iPad, because I can't get the taped one to the iPad.
because every time I go into it, it says I have to do the settings, but I can't do the settings until I've uploaded the video. So it's a bit of an enigma. I'm not sure if perhaps YouTube has thought that one through, or whether they just presume everybody does taping on YouTube itself, but won't go through. So I've got a taped one I can't use. All right, so I have here the death card coming through. So the death card talks of transformation. Things changing, can be going from, one situation, letting a job fall away, let a relationship fall away, or going into a relationship. So let's see what comes through next. All right, so we have the Seven of Wands coming through. Wow, you're fighting some sort of transformation here. So it may be that something is trying to change and you're fighting against it. You're fighting change. Okay, with a King of Swords. So we have a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius here. I feel like this is your energy. Okay, with the Five of Pentacles. There seems to be this energy here of wanting change but fighting it. Wanting things to change or go in a different direction. But it's like you're fighting against it here. And maybe you're not conscious of that. I think the universe is trying to move you down a different pathway here and bring you in some sort of offer. But it's like you're resisting change, maybe resisting something within you. I don't think it's conscious, though. It looks like you're resisting something without actually knowing you're resisting it. So, okay. So we have the Seven of Swords coming through here. So the Seven of Swords is a card that talks about trying to get away with something. It's often seen as a card where somebody is ignoring, leaving the scene rapidly without letting anybody know what's going on. So I really feel that there's this energy here of trying to not speak up, trying to not do the right thing. It's almost like you're resisting doing the right thing. Very interesting energy. All right, let's keep going. All right, so I have the Knight of Swords coming through here. There's some sort of communication here. It may be an apology, it may be communication, but there's something that somebody is not doing that needs to be done. Speaking up, speaking out. Somebody's keeping something to themselves here. Okay, so we have the Sun card coming through here. Something that's going to bring great happiness, but you're fighting against this energy. I don't know whether it's pride that's standing in the way here, or whether there's a reason why you can't speak up or speak out. Three of Cups. Some of you might want to speak to someone who's in another relationship, or speak to someone who's otherwise in some other situation. Let's keep going. All right, Queen of Wands coming through. Leo, Sag, or Aries. We have the Six of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Something has to be closed out. Something you're denying yourself, something that you're stopping yourself from doing here that could bring you great happiness, but it's something that needs to be closed out, closed down, or sort of sent away, finished, over. You need to move away from the energy with this Six of Swords. So it's like you are refusing somewhere or another, whether this is consciously or unconsciously, you're refusing to let go of something in order to move forward. How interesting. I don't know if it's a conscious thing or whether it's an unconscious thing, but somebody's hanging on to something here rather than letting it go. And I feel like it's maybe a relationship. All right. So Ace of Cups here. So there's love for you here, but you're hanging on to something from your past. A Knight of Wands coming through. Somebody's coming in to offer you love, but you're hanging on to something from your past and it's stopping you from having new love. But there is rebirth here. So it's sort of almost like, so for some of you, it may be because you're holding on to an old energy, that new energy is not coming through. So you could be holding on to an old situation, relationship, an old way of thinking, an old way of doing. You're not letting go of something that it allows you to move forward. I really think it's something to do with the way you're viewing it or looking at it. It's not to do with the physical realm. There's some sort of energy holding you back here, and it feels like the energy of a way of doing, a way of thinking, a way of being, rather than the actual thing itself. Okay, let me just go. I'm going to put some more cards on it. Okay, so we have the Death card. So the universe is asking you here to stop fighting against something, to let something go in order to get something else going. But I don't know it's got anything to do with what's going on. It's like you've got to let go of an old energy, an old belief, an old system. Something has to change within you to get something to manifest for you. So let me just, I'm going to go dive a little bit deeper. But I feel like whatever this is, it's some sort of sadness, melancholy, perhaps this, negative way of thinking about something, some sort of core belief that you have, like maybe you don't deserve something. But the energy here is like you're doing this it's like you're stopping the manifestation of something by fighting against the very thing that would help you manifest it. Okay, so it's like somebody wants to come in and offer you love, but your energy is stopping them because you're stuck in some sort of way of thinking or doing or being that's sort of putting, it's almost like you're holding yourself back somehow. Let me see if I can work out what this energy is. Because something's waiting to rebirth. Something wants to be reborn or wants to re-enter your world, but it's like you've put the gates up to stop it re-entering. So you may on the surface in the 3D not realize you're doing this, but some way of thinking, some way of understanding this energy, or some way that you are. It's something that's deep within you here, I feel. It's like you're holding back your own happiness by having a belief that you can't have it. Okay, let's dig a bit deeper. Six of Wands. Oh, I forget to put them up. Oh, there you go. Hello, everyone. The Six of Wands coming through here. So there's a victory and the Devil energy. It's something to do with codependency. Okay, all right. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. I just want to help those out who are holding themselves back. The energy that's coming through that will help you understand it relates to some sort of fixated idea on how things should be. But it's like you're locked into this way of thinking or this way of being or doing that's actually stopping you manifesting the very thing you want. And the universe is here saying it's something to do with your karma. It's something to do with the way you believe things. It's a way of thinking, a way of understanding your world. Still sort of trying to get this energy here. It's got something to do with codependency, addictive thoughts, addictive energy that you need to let go of. It's not a person, it's not a thing, it's something within you that you still believe needs to happen a certain way. You're not letting go of the energy, and the energy itself is what's holding you back from having what you want. But I feel like with this Wheel of Fortune here, the universe is going to show you something. Hi, Moira. How you going? Hi, Joanne, Rika, Stacy. There's like, Ava, how you going? There's like this energy that's sort of within your psyche. It's the way you think about things. So something has to be pushed aside in order for you to be able to manifest something. But you're looking for everything on the outside of you. So you're wondering why things aren't happening for you in the world. But what's actually holding you back is something you believe in here or in here. G'day. So, oh, hey, Elizabeth, how you going? It's good to see you too. And it's sort of like this energy of holding fast on an idea that you have, of holding fast to some sort of conception or way of doing things that you've always done a certain way. And the universe is saying here, you've got to move away from that in order to have your victory. So it's not like the person, it's not like a situation, it's a way of thinking that's stopping you manifesting. So like I said, I mean, for some people, it could make you feel that you're not good enough, make you feel you don't deserve something, but it may be something that's quite deep seated that you may not be able to see, like in the human or 3D realm. This is something much deeper than that that's stopping you from having what you want. So get manifesting, I would say. That's probably a really good thing to do. Okay, I haven't got any oracle cards over here, so I'll just grab an oracle deck. I was just saying I did the readings this morning, and when I went to upload them, the YouTube channel says to you, you can't upload videos until you do the settings, and you have to do the settings in the YouTube app. But you can't get the videos to the YouTube app if you've done them on your iPad, for example. So it's sort of a glitch. It's sort of like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. No, not quite like that. But it's sort of like I have the videos sitting there, but I can't do the settings on them until they're in the computer, which is how I normally do them. So I upload them, do all the settings, tick the click saying, it's not for children, that type of thing, because of the new laws around children. Hey, Madeline, how you going? It's lovely to see you on here. Catch 22, Moira. That's exactly what it is. So I can't upload them to do the settings in order for you to view them. So they're sitting on my iPad. And what it's not doing is leading you to this whole list of things that you need to know, which is fabulous. And I agree wholeheartedly. But it doesn't actually allow you to do the editing within the video until you've uploaded it. And you can't upload it until you've done the editing. So the henceforth, that's why I'm live this morning. But I've got to say, doing things live is actually easier. Perhaps I should do this all the time, because I go straight, obviously, on. I do the reading. There's no work there. There's no settings there. It just automatically does all that for you. So, and the thing is, the system is a bit clunky anyway, because you should be able to set your whole system rather than each individual video. So you should have the option of either setting all your videos not to be under 18s, which is what I could do, because I don't particularly think an under 18-year-old child should be watching their tarot anyway. They probably do, but I personally don't think they should. It distorts their young views of the world. But I do think that if I could set that permanently, it would be so much easier than doing oh, thanks, Moira. It's so much easier. I'm waiting for the universe to send me out a card. Would be so much easier to do that if I could just do the settings to stay the same every time, and then I could always upload. But anyway, it's all good. I have to get moving there because I've got an appointment soon. The card that's come out for you is Blossoming Abundance, which is absolutely beautiful to get on top of that reading. So maybe I was meant to be here this morning, guys. Okay, this is Increasing Wealth and Value. This card shows a beautiful golden garden in the springtime with coins and new flowers blossoming all around. They even hang like fruit on the trees above. Upright, this card signals a new increase in wealth, possibly in a dramatic and unexpected way. Be aware that you sow the seeds of your own wealth and prosperity, much like a gardener works the ground and begins to see blooming results take hold. That's beautiful, because I always say to people, you've got to tend your own garden first, right? This card indicates the universe is blessing you and helping the fruits of your labor to blossom. So smell the flowers and tend to the new growth. Be grateful and enjoy. How are you, Susan? So what I'm feeling here is something within you, something in the way you think, something in the core beliefs you have about yourself. You're actually fighting against something without realizing you're doing it. So something is really deeply ingrained in the way you see your world or the way you see possibilities. Now, for some of you, as I said, it could be that you are holding yourself back because you have an idea that perhaps deep seated within you that you don't deserve something, for example, in which case you have to try and work out where that belief sits, because sometimes they're deeply embedded within us. They're core beliefs. We've learnt them as a child. But something here that you're holding back is due to some sort of belief about yourself that is stopping you from receiving abundance. Hey, Maria from Italy, how you going? Beautiful. I hope life's treating you well over there. So there's something deep within you that you need to have a look at. Now, when people say to me, if it's a core belief, how am I going to work out what to do or how to do that? With your core beliefs, because sometimes they are really deep within you, they're part of how you do things. So you don't know that they're affecting you in any way, shape, or form. But somewhere deep in your psyche, something is stopping you from having what you want here, because you're supposed to be abundant. So the best way to get to this, if you can, is meditation. Taking time out. I always say to people, even if you can't meditate, make a dedication that you're going to sit for 15 minutes a day in total silence. Nothing, no radio, no noise, just sit. Because that in itself gives you time to meditate. So, if you're overthinking and you can't meditate because you think too much, then just concentrate and focus on the space between your thoughts. So every time you think, stop for a moment and just go, I'm thinking again. Thank you very much for letting me know that I'm thinking again. And just allow the silence, even if it's just a split second, it will help you. The universe is trying to help you dig into what this is that's stopping you having what you want. So for some of you out there, it's just a thought pattern. It's a cycle. It's a way of doing things. And you've got an opportunity to break that, to bring in what you want, but you're holding it back. All right, I'll leave you with that. Thank you for joining me. It's been really awesome doing this. I might have to do it tomorrow anyway, because I don't know how long they'll realize before they're able to fix what's going on with that whole silly enigma thing. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll check you guys out tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.